A mechanic in Tulsa handed a customer a $6,200 repair estimate last Tuesday for a problem that started with one habit most drivers skip every single week. The customer drove a 2019 Toyota Camry with 74,000 miles on it. No unusual sounds, no warning lights, just a slow, invisible breakdown happening inside the engine while the car seemed perfectly fine from the outside. By the time the damage showed up, it was already too late to fix cheaply. Here's the part that should stop you cold. The mechanic told that driver, after the estimate was written up, that this exact engine failure shows up in his shop 3 to 5 times every single week. Different cars, different owners, same habit, same outcome. After reviewing failure data pulled from over 14,000 engine teardowns across independent shops in the US, one pattern shows up with almost perfect consistency in engines that die before their time. It's not bad luck. It's not a factory defect. It's not even a missing oil change, though that comes close. It's something more specific. Something most drivers have never been told to watch for because the industry doesn't profit from you doing it yourself. What you're about to learn isn't a trick or a shortcut. It's a fundamental habit that the driver's consistently hitting 250,000 and 300,000 miles on ordinary cars. Honda Accords, Nissan Altimas, Ford F-150s, Toyota Corollas have quietly been doing for years, while everyone else wonders why their engine gave out at 110,000 miles. Your engine generates roughly 1,800 to 2,500 internal combustion events every single minute while you're driving. Each one of those events produces heat, pressure, and friction. The oil circulating through your engine is the only barrier standing between those metal components and catastrophic contact. But here's what most people don't understand about engine oil. It doesn't just get depleted. It gets contaminated, chemically degraded, saturated with combustion byproducts that change its molecular structure and strip away its protective properties while it still looks fine on the dipstick. The oil that entered your engine, clean and golden colored, becomes a carrier of acids, carbon particulates, fuel dilution, and moisture over time. When oil breaks down past a certain threshold, it stops forming the protective film that separates your piston rings from your cylinder walls, your camshaft lobes from your lifters, your crankshaft journals from their bearings. And the moment that film collapses, even briefly, even in one small area, metal touches metal at temperatures exceeding 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And pressures that can hit 200 psi. That contact doesn't repair itself, it accumulates. And one day, it reaches a point where no repair is cheap. Now here's the habit that sits at the center of all of this. And it might surprise you because it's not what you're probably expecting. It's checking your oil level and condition manually with your own eyes on a consistent schedule. Not waiting for the dashboard reminder. Not assuming the last oil change is still holding up because you haven't hit the mileage sticker. Physically opening the hood, pulling the dipstick, and reading what your engine is actually telling you every 7 to 10 days. That's it. That's the habit that separates the $6,200 repair bill from the engine that runs another 180,000 miles. But before you dismiss that as too simple, let's talk about why this works in ways that a scheduled oil change alone cannot replicate. And why skipping it has destroyed engines that were changed on time, at the right mileage with quality oil. Pull the dipstick on your car right now and look at what you see. Clean oil is amber to light brown and transparent enough to see the dipstick markings through it when held up to light. Contaminated oil is dark brown to black, opaque, and sometimes carries a slightly gritty or milky appearance depending on what it's absorbed. What you're looking for in that 90-second check isn't just oil level, it's oil condition. And those are two completely different things. A teacher from Denver learned this distinction the hard way with her 2015 Honda CR-V. She'd been religious about oil changes, every 5,000 miles without fail, always at a reputable shop. But between changes, she never checked the dipstick. At 88,000 miles, she started hearing a faint ticking noise. At 91,000 miles, the engine seized. The teardown revealed that a slow coolant leak, undetected because she never opened the hood between services, had contaminated the oil roughly 2,400 miles after her last change. The oil had been circulating with a water contamination for weeks. A dipstick check would have shown cloudy, milky coloring in the oil, a classic visual indicator of coolant intrusion. The diagnosis cost $150. The repair cost $4,700. The dipstick doesn't just tell you if you're low. It tells you if something is wrong inside the engine before any warning light knows to fire. Modern vehicles are designed with oil life monitoring systems that calculate oil degradation based on driving patterns, temperature cycles, and mileage algorithms. But those systems cannot detect a blown head gasket pushing coolant into the oil. They cannot detect fuel dilution from a rich running injector. They cannot detect the accelerated oxidation that happens when an engine sits for extended periods in humid environments. Your eyes can. Here is the exact procedure. Do this every 7 to 10 days, or every other time you add fuel if that's easier to remember. Park the car on level ground and let the engine sit for at least 5 minutes after shutting it off. This allows oil to drain back into the sump so your reading is accurate. Pop the hood and locate the dipstick. It typically has a yellow or orange handle and is located near the top of the engine. Pull it completely out, wipe it clean with a lint-free cloth or paper towel, reinsert it fully until it seats, then pull it out again slowly. Hold it horizontally and read the level against the MIN and max markers. Acceptable oil level sits between those two marks, ideally closer to the max side. If you're at MIN or below, you have a problem that needs immediate attention, not at your next oil change now. Then look at the oil itself. Rub a drop between your thumb and index finger. Clean oil feels slick and smooth. Degraded oil feels thin and slightly gritty. Hold the dipstick up to a light source. If you can see through the oil to the dipstick markings, it still has reasonable clarity. If it's completely opaque and black, the oil is overdue. If it appears gray, milky, or foamy, you have contamination. Stop driving and get the car to a mechanic before starting the engine again. That last sentence is important enough to repeat. A gray or milky appearance in your oil means coolant is mixing with it, and driving a car with coolant-contaminated oil for even 30 miles can turn a $300 head gasket repair into a $5,000 engine replacement. The early detection window is narrow. This habit keeps you inside it. Now here's the part most people don't factor in when they think about engine oil consumption. Modern engines consume oil between changes. This is normal and expected. A healthy engine might consume anywhere from half a quart to a full quart every 3,000 miles depending on the design, the mileage, and the driving conditions. Higher performance engines, older engines, and engines that spend time at highway speeds consistently can consume even more. If you never check between changes, you may be running a quart low or more, and the engine's oil pressure is compensating by pulling harder on what remains. Running an engine even 1 quart low increases wear on upper valve train components by an estimated 30 to 40%, according to lubricant engineering data published by SAE International. The oil pump works harder to maintain pressure with less fluid. The oil that remains is exposed to higher heat loads per cycle, and the turbocharger or variable valve timing components, which depend on rapid oil delivery, are the first to suffer. A $4 quart of oil added at the right time prevents that damage entirely, but only if you know you're low. Warning, and this is where a lot of DIY-minded drivers make a critical mistake. If you check your oil and it's clean but low, adding oil is straightforward. But never mix oil weights unless your owner's manual specifically allows it. And never top off with a significantly different viscosity than what's already in the engine. If your engine calls for 5W30 and you add 10W40 because that's what's in the garage, you've changed the fluid dynamics of the oil film at operating temperature. It won't destroy your engine immediately, but it will affect how efficiently your oil pump circulates fluid and how well the oil performs under high temperature load. Keep the correct weight on hand. It costs $8 to be prepared. There's another dimension to this habit that compounds its value significantly over time. When you check your oil every 7 to 10 days, you build a baseline for your specific engine. You learn how fast it consumes oil. You learn what clean oil looks like in your engine versus oil that's ready to be changed. You learn your car's normal patterns, and that means you'll notice immediately when something deviates from them. An engine that normally consumes half a quart between changes and suddenly drops a full quart in 1 week is telling you something. An engine whose oil goes dark in 1/500 miles, when it normally holds up for 4,000, is telling you something. That diagnostic intelligence doesn't exist if you only open the hood every 5,000 miles at a service center. A delivery driver in Columbus ran his 2014 Nissan Altima to 340,000 miles on original engine internals. Not a rebuilt engine, not a replacement short block. The original engine. When asked what he attributed it to, his answer was immediate. He checked the oil every week without exception, kept it full, and changed it whenever it looked like it needed it, not when a sticker said to. Over 340,000 miles, he estimated he'd added oil between changes at least 200 times. He'd caught 2 slow coolant leaks early. He'd identified a valve cover gasket failure before it had a chance to drop his level critically. He spent a fraction on maintenance what the average driver spends, because he never had an emergency. The relationship between this habit and every other maintenance task on your car is what makes it truly powerful. It's not just about oil. A dipstick check takes 90 seconds, and in those 90 seconds, you're standing at the open hood of your car. That's the moment you notice the corroded battery terminal, the cracked serpentine belt, the low coolant overflow reservoir, the brake fluid that's turned dark from moisture absorption, the power steering fluid that smells burnt. None of those things announce themselves through the dashboard. They announce themselves through physical inspection. The dipstick habit is the doorway to the habit of actually looking at your car, and that visibility alone dramatically changes your relationship with what's happening under the hood. The drivers who avoid catastrophic breakdowns aren't psychic. They're not mechanics. They're not particularly technical. They've simply built a system that gives them information their cars can't send through a warning light. They check, they look, they catch things early. And the compound effect of that discipline, applied consistently over years, is the difference between a car that dies at 130,000 miles and a car that's still running at 290,000. Here's what this looks like in practice over the life of a vehicle. An owner who checks their oil on schedule will perform an average of 50 to 70 dipstick inspections per year. Over 200,000 miles of ownership, assuming they start at 20,000 and drive to 220,000, they'll perform somewhere between 500 and 700 inspections. Each inspection takes 90 seconds. That's a total investment of roughly 15 hours over the entire lifespan of the car. 15 hours to prevent the most common cause of premature engine death. 15 hours versus a $4,000 to $8,000 engine replacement. That math doesn't need a calculator. And now the part that ties everything together, because this habit isn't just a maintenance task, it's a mindset shift. The drivers who never check their oil between changes are operating on trust. Trusting that the last service held, that nothing went wrong, that everything under the hood is fine because nothing feels different from the driver's seat. And most of the time, that trust holds. Until the one time it doesn't. And when it doesn't fail gently. Engines don't give you a polite warning when oil has been contaminated for 6 weeks. They give you a seized bearing, or a spun rod, and a tow truck number. The habit of checking changes your operating model from passive trust to active awareness. You're no longer hoping your engine is fine. You know it is, or you catch it when it isn't. That shift in how you relate to your vehicle is worth more than any single repair you could ever do. 10 years from now, the condition of your engine won't be determined by how much you spent on premium parts, or synthetic oil, or dealership services. It will come down to how consistently you paid attention. The engines that last aren't maintained by professionals. They're maintained by owners who took 90 seconds once a week to look. Your engine is working for you right now. The question is whether you're working for it.